Songs Camila Cabello rejected. God is a Woman. In fact, here's her demo. Camila even wrote verses to it, but she said it didn't end up sounding right for her and ended up with Rihanna. Closer. In fact, the Chainsmokers offered Camila this song,
but I had to turn it down because I was with the group at the time and we were like about to put an album out, and then it was like the #1 song in the world.
The Middle. In fact, 14 singers tried out for this song. The difference with Camila is they had a release date planned. They were actually going to put out her version. In fact, here's her demo. But 2 weeks away from the release date, her team advised her not to release the song because Havana was climbing up the charts. And I guess they were right because it got her first #1. Anyone by J. Boots. Again, here's her demo. It was actually originally meant for her second album, and Camila's mother actually said it was her favorite off the album. But it ended up with the Biebs. Songs Britney Spears rejected. Really, her team rejected. Telephone. In fact, Lady Gaga originally wrote this song for Britney.
I wrote Telephone for her.
In fact, here's Britney's demo. It was turned down by her label, but Lady Gaga ended up writing another song for her.
That she used called Quicksand.
Milkshake. The song was produced by the Neptune and was originally offered to Britney Spears, but her label rejected it. And the song became a top 10 record going all the way up to #3. Umbrella. One of Rihanna's biggest hits was originally offered to Britney Spears. In fact, the person who wrote this song, The Dream, saw that Britney Spears was going through a lot at the time. It was rumored he offered this song to her to help her revitalize her career in 2007. In fact, here's his demo. But again, her label turned it down. Before you start saying, oh my gosh, her management team, how could they turn down so many songs? We need to talk about Britney's first song. Britney Spears' debut platinum-selling song was rejected by TLC, Boy Band 5, and the Backstreet Boys. Songs Rihanna rejected. Selena Gomez, Come and Get It. Cheap Thrills. Chandelier. We Can't Stop. Same Old Love. Now, Rihanna probably gets sent thousands of songs a day. She has to weed through the best songs, and there has to be some that skip through the track. Maybe they're not right for her. At the end of the day, she decided not to go with these songs, and half of them would have sounded completely different as a Rihanna song. Oftentimes what Rihanna does is she gets sent demos, and she often mimics how the demo singer sings. She definitely adds her own flair. Here's an example. Esther Dean wrote S&M. Songs Hillary Duff rejected. Since You've Been Gone. I just want to say, this song is over 16 years old and almost became Kelly's first #1 hit. The songwriters originally wrote it for Pink.
Turned down Since You've Been Gone.
So they passed it on to Hillary Duff. But the songwriters and her team said she had to pass on it because she couldn't hit the high notes.
Are you pissed that you did since the song's so popular?
No, because listen to Kelly Clarkson sing it. Songs find their home.
Boom Clap. Charlie's first solo top 10 hit was rejected by Hillary's team because it wasn't cool enough for Hillary. In fact, Hillary says she didn't know she turned it down. This actually isn't even the first time this has happened to Charlie. I'm talking about Same Old Love, which was co-written by Charlie. In fact, here's her demo. In fact, you can hear Charlie in the original song. This song was actually originally offered to Rihanna. In fact, here's her demo. Songs Leona Lewis rejected. Kelly Clarkson. One of Kelly's best-selling songs was originally offered to Leona. One of the songwriters, Ali Tamposi, said that Leona turned it down within seconds of hearing it. But Ali also said this was a very rough demo. In fact, here's Ali's demo. In fact, a different producer ended up coming in, Fred Kirsten, who's won 8 Grammys, and turned it into the song we know today, Ellie Goulding. The song was actually written by Ryan Tedder. You may know Ryan as the lead singer of One Republic. In fact, Ryan co-wrote Leona Lewis's breakout hit. along with Jesse McCartney. But they originally wrote this song for Leona. In fact, here's her demo. But she ended up passing on the song. Impossible. Which ended up peaking at number 13. But at first it was offered to Leona. But Chantel doesn't know why she turned it down. In fact, Chantel was glad she turned it down, because then she got to sing it. All of Me. John Legend's biggest song was revealed to be a duet at first between him and Leona. A source said it was recorded even before John's solo version. But their two labels weren't able to work it out, so they just released John Legend's version as its own. And Leona actually ended up leaving her label. We Found Love was originally offered to Nicole Scherzinger and Leona Lewis. Nicole ended up passing on the song, but Leona recorded her own version and was planning to release it, but wanted to release a different song as her first single. But Calvin wanted it as the first single. So Calvin went on tour with Rihanna and ended up recording the song together. And Rihanna was willing to make We Found Love her first single. And that became the final version. And the only people who have Leona's demo are Leona Lewis and Calvin Harris. In fact, Leona Lewis says her version's better than Rihanna's. But she also said maybe it wouldn't have done as well if she released it, because it became one of Rihanna's best-selling songs. Halo. This massive hit was also written by Ryan Tedder. Now, Ryan said he wrote this song for Beyonce and ended up sending it over to her, but Beyonce wanted to wait on recording. The song ended up getting passed around labels and ended up with Leona's, but wasn't able to record it immediately. And by the time Leona was ready to record, Beyonce had already finished it. Songs Nicole Scherzinger rejected. We Found Love, one of Rihanna's best-selling hits, was originally sent to Nicole. In fact, she received several demos from him, and they were all dance tracks. She said to herself, "There's so much dance and I want to take a break from it." She later had major regrets on passing on the song. Says it was her fault. She slept on it. Just Dance, Lady Gaga's debut chart-topping hit, was originally offered to Nicole and the Pussycat Dolls, but it was turned down for unknown reasons. In fact, Lady Gaga opened up for the Pussycat Dolls back in 2009. The song ended up pushing Gaga into stardom. The Black Eyed Peas. Nicole was actually offered a spot on the Black Eyed Peas before Fergie, but she had to turn it down because of contracts elsewhere. It was then offered to Fergie, and then the group became a worldwide success. Crazy. Co-written and sung by CeeLo Green, was originally offered to Nicole, but again, Nicole turned it down for unknown reasons. But this song was so successful that it was overplayed to the point where the band removed it from all music stores so people wouldn't get sick of it. But do you know what other song CeeLo Green co-wrote? The Pussycat Dolls' biggest song. In fact, here's him singing it. But you know who else turned this song down? Paris Hilton turned down the song. In fact, she regrets turning it down. Paris says she didn't hear the song in the format that we know today. She says if she did, she would have jumped on it.